Are you feeling unhappy? You may be in a bad relationship, or you feel that's a bad relationship. You may be having troubles with business, income, or you just feel like you're missing out on something in life. Well, before you click off, that voice in here will be telling you to click off at the minute or move and look at something else. The reason it's doing that is it's because what we call a protector, its whole function, this logical mind, is there to tell you inside that you need to fight or flight, run, go off. But it gets very subtle, you see. When it starts listening to things that are going to be painful, and it knows that what I'm going to be talking about could be painful, it wants you to click off. There's that voice coming again, wanting you to click off, move away, don't listen. And the reason it doesn't is because I'm here to try and explain to you that life doesn't have to be the way it is for you. And at the minute you may be in panic, you may be in overwhelm, you may be in such trauma that you can't see any further forward, that you can't feel as though there's a way out, but you're watching this video for a reason. And again, before it tells you to click off, and you do click off, why are you watching this? What's brought you to this space? Because I don't believe in coincidences. What I can tell you is I was feeling very much the same a few years ago, and I had a business issue that came along and it really flattened me. And when we really get flattened in terms of adversity or trauma comes into our life, what happens is this egoic identification lets us go. And when it lets us go, all the emotion comes flooding out, and the real you inside begins to emerge. And that's usually in a lot of sorrow or pain, because you've never allowed it to come out for so many years. But you see, what happens is this ego it operates through will. And even if you're in personal development and you're affirming every day and you're trying to be positive and you won't let negative thoughts come in, that's been driven by sheer willpower. And if you don't believe me, I've been doing it for a lot of years, and I've spent a lot of money learning a lot of this stuff, and I can assure you, personal development, I'm not knocking it, it works. And the people that go down that road and all the books that you read and everything all tell the same story, but things become cyclical, they come round again. And it's when the willpower just can't cope anymore, and something can happen and boom, it lets go of you, because it's just can't operate. It goes into overload because it's just a computer really, and it's a very logical computer, whereas below here is where the emotion comes from. Your stomach turns, your heartbeat, you feel that welling up of that you want to cry coming through, and most of the time we push it away. So we either push away, resist it, or we receive it. And receiving is those nice experiences. And just to give you a quick idea what I mean, if a butterfly landed on you, you'd look at it in awe and you'd want more, you'd reach out for that feeling. And that's what we end up doing through our lives. We either push away and resist what we don't like, and it keeps coming back, because whatever you resist will persist. You'll have read that in the books if you're into personal development. And the butterfly effect is where it goes away and you want more of it. So what we do is we buy a new car, or we change our jobs, or we look for a bigger house. We look for bigger and better all the time. Bigger, better all the time. Achieve, 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 achieve. And you know, the only reason we do that is for that butterfly effect. But have you ever thought of surrendering? Have you ever thought of surrendering to your awareness, allowing your awareness to run the show instead of this up here? And that's what I'm talking about. It's a completely new concept. And below this video is a box to put your name and email address in. And if you want to know how to feel better, if you want to know how to get up in the morning and enjoy what you're doing, and that doesn't mean to say get another job either. The job you've got is probably a really good job, but it's the way we approach life sometimes because we're being ruled by up here. We allow this logical stuff to run us, the sheer willpower, rather than allowing the inner awareness to control our lives and to run our lives. And that's where we should be. That's the real you, the you inside, not whatever name you are, the you. And I can explain that further. So if you want more information, it is free of charge. The first information I'll give you, my name's Stephen Bones. Put your name and email address in the bottom. We'll connect for an hour, and if you feel as though there's something going on, I will do you a special of helping you work through your issues. £50 an hour, that's what it's going to cost. After the first hour is free of charge. If you have the first hour and you don't want to move forward, that's fantastic. But after that, it's £50 a session. And we can do some group ones as well, if you're interested, and we can do a special offer on that. But at this stage, I'm talking on a one-to-one basis. You'll be amazed on how, in a short space of time, you can begin to understand how your system works. You can begin to understand how to let that energy and emotion out that rears itself when we come into a crisis, when perhaps a partner leaves us, or we're really struggling and we just break down and cry. That's that emotion coming out. And yes, it can be painful, but you know, the other side of it, once we've released it, is amazing. So that's what I'm about. StephenBones.com. Leave your name and email address below. Let's have a chat, see if you want to take this further forward to begin to understand what your awareness is about and begin to lead a life from happiness, because that's what it's about. Life is meant to be happy, we just get a bit lost sometimes. So thanks for listening. Name and email address below, and we'll catch up. Take care and have a great day.